Well, hello, and welcome. It is late shift time. Lunchtime adventure? No, it's late shift. Sometimes this thing doesn't update properly. I'll try that again. All right, anyway, we're doing late shift. It's like about 11:30 p.m. on a Wednesday night for me. I'm getting closer to midnight, which is a really good time to jump in and start doing some streaming, I think. At least works for me. So, all right, let's go ahead and jump in. Going to continue along our 3.6 adventure. And I don't know why it's still saying lunchtime. I have it changed. Let's see if I can hit done and see if it'll update. Refresh. Twitch drops. Pew. Okay, sweet. We got some Twitch drops. Those are active now, which is awesome. So that's cool. Psyched about that. All right, anyway, I don't know why it's saying lunchtime. I changed that and edited it, but anyway, let's get going here. Now, I want to see how many... Dun, dun. I got 5 of those. Okay, cool. So we can always burn some of those. And I think here, we're probably going to do some storyline stuff, but I'm going to nail out a couple more things here real quick, because I do want to get these requests out of the way. So I'm just going to get these done. I know some people may not be coming in until midnight to come visit, so I'm like, yeah, you know what, I'll get some of this stuff done early. We'll do some requests. Shams. Okay, Fatui, got it. Hawad. Ooh, fungi. Okay. Yinji. Hilly churls. Cool. This is a whole bunch of go fight stuff. So we're going to go do that. And let's go check that out on the map. Where is it? Oh, right there. Perfect. We'll go get this. Ooh, defeat the Fatui. Fatui. All right. Yeah, I've been really kind of looking at it going like, you know what? I want to get these requests out of the way, because if I start getting into the storyline and getting really bogged down in that, I may forget that I have them until it's much later.
Unleash!
Yeah, unleash!
Born of ice and frost.
Here you guys can have some of this. Please enjoy. Oh, he got his shield off? Okay.
This isn't good.
That's alright, he'll still die. Woohoo! Alright, so we got that one done. I'm just getting rid of these. We'll get them out of the way. Okay, world quests. Oh, I think we need this one first. Hilly Churl Hullabaloo. I'm going to get these done so that way I can start on the story quest. Pretty excited to try out the story quest because, you know, those are usually fun. I'm hoping it's not going to be like a story quest that's done in half an hour and actually has some content, but should be all right. Anyway, I'm just going to get these out of the way here. Just a couple of requests. We'll get squared away, so that way we don't have to worry about them anymore. And I can get some battle pass points. Woohoo! Oh yeah. So again, it is now 11:35 on Wednesday night, or 23:35, depending on how you like to organize your time. Hey,
Didn't see that coming.
I didn't see that coming either. What was going on there? That would kill him. He's almost done. There we go. And this guy. There we go. Little hilly churl hullabaloo. Anyway, so what I was saying, you know, it's about 11:35 p.m. You know, East Coast, UTC -4 right now and stuff. So hope everyone had a good day, or if you are on the other side of the world, I hope you're having a wonderful Thursday morning. Should be hopefully it'll be a nice day for you. All right, let's see what this other quest is here, and then we'll get this out of the way, and then we'll hit to story. Oh, fungal fractus. Okay. I'm getting very excited. You know, Northern Hemisphere, it's starting to actually turn to spring, which I'm always very excited about because, yeah, I don't like winter. No, that's really far away. I'm going to teleport there. There we go. Don't like winter time, cold. So I much prefer warmer weather, spring, summer, even fall is quite lovely. Just not a big fan of, like, snow.
Access denied.
Snow and really cold temperatures and things. I don't like it. I don't like it. The human seems to be okay with it, but yeah. Ugh. Ugh. Hey. Wind shot just got me out of nowhere. Hey, come on. That was right on there. Stop moving sideways. Oh, my targeting's a little off today. That's all right, though. I'm going to go break these. I'll get into it. It's also one of the reasons why I wanted to start out with something like this here, because I was like, oh, I gotta get my game mode on. Why? Stop attacking the mushroom. Stop it. Auto-targeting the mushroom thing. Let's see if there's any eyes on the little furry guys underneath. No. Don't see any. Okay. That's my new obsession, is finding the blinking white poofy things underneath the mushrooms and the those trees that extend and grow. Okay, so that should be the 3 requests done. And we'll get some of that. What else do we got? Boss opponents. Okay, it's something we need to do. Yeah. Invocation. Yeah, I don't feel like playing that. Big bosses. That's something we can always do. 3 bounties. Cool. But let's get into... I really want to play the new content. I'll have time to do that stuff before the weekend. No Plinkies? No. Okay. Anyway, I have time to do that before we, before the weekend and everything. It's only Wednesday, so definitely have time. Definitely have time. What is this? Community has popped up. Hold on, let me check that out. Oh, okay. That just pops open a browser and gives me things like, hey, don't forget to do your daily check-in. And here's some web-only events and stuff. If you guys don't use the HoYoLab the HoYoLab app, There's a lot of things in there. Like every month you can pull like 60 primos off of the daily check-ins. Worthwhile doing. I do it every day, and if you happen to miss like up to like 3 days or so, you can like do makeup missions to get the points back and stuff. I need to find out where to go for this quest. Hold on one second. But yeah, it's a nice little way to get some free stuff. All right, let's go ahead and do... All right, spoiler alerts for everyone. I am going to start up Nahida's World Quest. It's not that far away. All right. I guess we're going to head right in here. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I don't know what goes on here. I have not played through this at all, of course, so... you know, you're experiencing it with me. But I do want to give fair warning that that is what I am doing. So if you're, you know, just wanted to let you know. So in case you're like, oh no, don't ruin the quest for me by making me watch it. You know,
Isn't that Nahida?
you can pause or something or however you need to do it. But I'm going to play it. We'll see.
I didn't think we'd run into you here. Oh, hey there. It's been a while, hasn't it? What have you two been up to?
Oh, probably this one.
Seems like you've been enjoying yourselves.
Yes, Nahida. Now, once I finish your quest,
How about you? What are you
you must
just
come
looking
home.
out for some leads while getting some fresh... I noticed that I have some blurry memories after saving Ermin's soul. I almost feel like there's still something extremely important I need to do. But I can't remember...
Uh-oh. Are they going to tell her? Probably the effects.
You remember?
Ooh, feel free to fill us in.
Thank you so much. Since you're willing to help, I have something I'd like to show you.
Uh-oh. Ah, some of those things I could not unlock running around yesterday, I guess.
It's beautiful. It looks like it's filled with some kind of power.
And deliciousness that Paimon wants to eat.
I found it in the sanctuary of Suristana, but I have no recollection of it whatsoever. It's filled with pure elemental power that is quite similar to mine, but yet it's also a little different.
Uh-oh. They're gonna have to tell her.
It's very likely that it's connected to my foggy memory, but I can't figure out what it is.
This one.
Traveler, do you have any ideas?
It's very concerning.
You know, Nahida, we just happen to be going on an adventure right now. If we find anything, we'll be sure to let you know right away.
Oh, good, good. Good, Paimon.
Thanks, you two. I didn't mean to trouble you again. Don't mention it. Besides, it seems you've got a lot on your mind, and we'd like to help.
Oh. Wait, is that my fungus? Is that Bongo Head?
Hey, get out! You shouldn't be...
It's
I'm
Bongo
sorry,
Head.
Lesser Lord Kusanali. Fungi don't usually come near this place. Last warning! Get out before I kick you out, you hear?
It's Bongo Head.
Hang on. I think it's trying to tell us something.
But Great Dendro Archon, it's a monster!
Please, don't worry.
Don't worry. Uh-oh.
I think I understand.
Good, because I had no idea what it was trying to say. But it
Seems
looks
that
like
it wants
Bongo
us to
Head.
follow it.
Okay.
You can understand it? Even though different creatures have varying habits and ways of communicating, the emotions we experience are all the same. I can feel its anxiety and fear. Well, fungi are kind of cute, but...
Bongo Head? Bongo Head! See, I knew it.
That's true.
I knew it. I knew it. They were going to bring up Bongo Head. They had to.
All right, lead the way, little fungus.
Are you sure that's not Bongo Head?
They all look about the same. Some fungi are friendly, while others are super aggressive and attack anyone they see.
Ooh, floating
It can't
hydrofungus.
be helped. Perhaps in their eyes, humans are like fierce monsters as well. After all, they can't distinguish which human behaviors are hostile or not, and it'd already be too late for them once humans have drawn their weapons. Hence why they tend to strike first, rather than waiting.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
It's not too different from how humans think sometimes. That's what I meant by shared emotions.
Okay, so do I attack these? No. Floating hydrofungus. And what is that? Cool.
It appears it was in a hurry because of this unconscious fungus.
Oh,
Seems
this
like they might be family.
real quick before I click on this just kind of reminds me of like a very interesting bit of information that I was reading through today. And the only reason I was reminded of this is just because of they're trying to communicate here with the funguses, and the funguses are quote unquote speaking a different language and stuff. But I guess there's a bunch of researchers that are using the AI systems out there, like, like ChatGPT, et cetera, and things. They're using AI systems like that to actually log and record all of the information sung by humpback whales. Okay. And they think that they may be able to use AI technology to decipher what the humpback whales are saying, because their songs and their calls, if you're not familiar with them, are really, really, really complex, like as complex as any spoken human language. And they do believe that everything that the humpback whales are doing is some form of communication, but it's so different than like our language that we can't understand what they're talking about, and stuff. But with the AI systems, like they're actually like starting to like make some breakthroughs and be like, yeah, we think we may be able to figure out what whales are saying. And I was just like, oh, okay, that is freaking cool. Just wanted to share that because for some reason these floating blue things here just kind of reminded me of whale talk and stuff, and I was like, you know what? I was really excited about that story, so I wanted to share it. So thank you for listening. Back to
Probably.
Genshin.
Although fungi are simple creatures, they're very sensitive to elemental power. Maybe it noticed me on my way back and thought I'd be able to help. I'll take a look. I should be able to help if it's just a common illness.
Ooh.
What is it, Nahida? Strange.
Very strange.
This fungus didn't develop from a spore. It's an elemental life form.
What is this guy? Wait. I can't turn the screen here because look at this guy. So the other guy's like, they have the floppy things on the bottom and the eyes on the front, but this guy's like, I don't know, kind of like a hermit crab or something.
An elemental life form? Yes. Although the fungi you normally see are capable of using elemental powers, they're merely borrowing elemental power from nature around them.
What is that thing?
As for this fungus, it has elemental power flowing through it.
Whoa.
Definitely not anything like your typical fungus.
Cool. It only looks like a fungus? It's a slime!
This is very interesting. I've never seen anything like it. So this is a first even for Nahida.
Oh, I bet it's a
But
slime.
that's not all.
That's my prediction.
There's a large void within its elemental power.
It's abyss fungus.
The void is stopping the elemental power from flowing normally, which must be why it fainted. So do you think it'll wake up if we can fill the void? Yes, and I just so happen to be good at this sort of thing. I'll see what I can do right away.
Cool, because I want that thing to follow me around. I don't know if it will, but I would be very excited if it did. Hmm?
My power was compatible. Looks like
Lord of Dendro. Is it really the Lord of Dendro?
Oh, it's a talking fungus.
Oh, I can't believe the Lord of Dendro saved me. Thank you, as well as the stranger and creature next to you.
Ah! It can talk?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't expect such a strange creature to make a sound like that. Seems I'm just as shocked as you are.
What? Of course Paimon can talk. Paimon!
Hello, Paimon. I am not yet able to evaluate an organism's intelligence from its appearance. I will only know you are able to speak once you have spoken.
Cool. So what is this thing?
Oh, well, no need to take it seriously. It's no big deal.
Oh.
But does Paimon really look so dumb that people might think Paimon doesn't know how to talk?
Ah, come on. There's no lunch
You
option.
misunderstand, Paimon. A mouth is used for eating, breathing, and other functions that are more important than speaking. So a creature may not speak, even if it has a mouth. I've never seen a creature like you before, so I dared not make the assumption that you could speak. Even if you do possess a number of human traits, it is still very common for creatures to have similar external forms but completely different interiors, just like fungi and slimes.
Ah, yes.
Did this fungus study at the academia? It seems even more talkative than Paimon. You're not a fungus, are you?
That's correct. This might be surprising to you, and I'm sure that you must have questions. Let's find somewhere else to talk. It might startle my fellow family members if I speak too much using this strange voice.
Cool. I hope we find out it's Bongo Head.
Me.
Cool.
It says that it's very thankful for your help.
All
I
right.
was confident that I knew of all the creatures in Tibet. Even if there are ones I've never seen with my own eyes, I thought I possessed all the relevant knowledge about them.
Aha.
However, even if I were to lay out the traits of all elemental life forms, you don't seem to match it. What are
No.
you?
What are you?
And where did you come from?
What are you and where did you come from?
I come from an ancient race.
Uh-oh.
We have existed for a very long time, possibly longer than any records in existence. My home was filled with flowing water and great mountains. Lush grass covered the land, and my family and I lived in bliss and happiness. Until the apocalypse came and changed my home. A horrifying power consumed all there was. The seeds of catastrophe nested and grew inside of us, twisting and warping us, causing us to lose control. We were victims of the apocalypse. Yet, in time, we also became the apocalypse itself.
Ooh, they are the abyss.
Apocalypse? I'm not sure what it means either. It sounds like some kind of old fable.
Or the
It's a long
abyss.
and complicated story. It will take me some time to explain it clearly.
Okay.
Don't worry, we'll listen.
Please.
I was lucky and managed to survive. Afterward, I left with some of my family and came to Sumeru to search for a way to rescue my homeland.
Okay. Go.
We came in contact with many species and learned from their cultures and knowledge, hoping to understand the truth behind the apocalypse. We later found out that humans know the power of the apocalypse and refer to it as forbidden knowledge.
Oh, it's all the abyss. Cool. This is a little bit of the Genshin lore I was kind of hoping they were going to get into. Is kind of talking a little bit more. Now, I'm assuming this is going to be talking more about abyss, and abyss magic and stuff.
Your home was destroyed by forbidden knowledge? Does that mean you're from the desert? It said that they are looking for a way to save their homeland, but the catastrophe of the desert should have ended a long time ago.
The Lord of Dendro is correct. We are not from the desert. I would very much like to tell you the location of my homeland, but unfortunately, I've forgotten. That may sound a little odd, as it is.
Yes.
No, it's important.
How could you forget?
I am a life form that was contaminated by the apocalypse. A part of my knowledge and memory was taken away as the contamination inside of me was purged.
Ah, I get it now. So the void of elemental power was left behind from when the forbidden knowledge was purged.
Makes
I'm
sense.
sorry. I hadn't considered that kind of possibility.
That's okay. Lord of Dendro, there is no need to apologize. Without your help, I would have lost more than just my knowledge and memory. And not only did you save me, but you've also already rid the world of the remaining forbidden knowledge, right?
No.
That's right. The forbidden knowledge is no more, and your homeland should be safe now.
My home.
Oh, so I think the forbidden knowledge, they're talking about then is probably the stuff from the Desert King and that stuff. Okay.
It seemed like a dream. I was unable to fulfill our calling. I never found a way to save my homeland, and I have even...
It's not your fault.
Hmm.
You've already done everything you can.
Ooh.
Every species paid a grave price in the fight against forbidden knowledge. This is not a responsibility you should carry on your own. You mentioned that there were other survivors besides yourself. Where are they? Maybe they'll remember.
Yes, let's go find them.
Put us through immense pain.
Hmm.
Many of my family members have already met their end. I'm not sure who else is still alive.
My bet is this thing forgot what it is, and it's in the form of a mushroom. But I think this is... Well, no, I think Nahida would recognize an Aranara.
Just leave it to me.
Ara.
I'll leave the rainforest to the Aranara.
See, I knew they were talking about those.
As for the city, there are a few nice kids that should be willing to help. Oh yeah, they'll give us a hand. Give me a moment. I'll contact them right now.
Whoa, what is she doing?
That should do it. It may take some time to find them, so let's wait for a bit.
Thank you, Lord of Dendro.
Let's hang out.
I believe that you will keep your promises. The moment I saw you when I awoke, I had a feeling you were here because of the agreement.
Uh-oh. The agreement they made with the Greater Lord.
You might not remember, but this is a prophecy that we deeply believe in. That the Lord of Dendro will bring us home once the catastrophe comes to an end.
Ah, I see. I'm sorry. There are also some blurry segments in my memory as well.
Blurry segments.
I'm very concerned about your homeland. This is something I should help with. It's really no trouble to me at all.
Really no trouble to me at all. Okay.
Would you all be willing to come with me somewhere as we wait? The more family members that can return home with me.
But didn't you say that you don't know where...
Yes, but I know their end. I will explain it to you along the way.
Okay. Cool, let's go. Homecoming. Sapienta Oro... Oh, what's the name of that? I want to see the name of that quest. Sapientia Oromastis. Okay. Cool. Alright, let's go. Ooh, sweet flower. Now, is this something I can... Oh, yeah, I should be able to get there. Oh, I may have to swim, though, huh? Or I can always do this. In case you didn't know, if you use Kokomi's ultimate attack there, she can run across water. It's kind of a pricey one, but you can do it. Are you talking about that crystal?
I didn't mention it just now, but the elemental power inside the crystal is completely identical to that of the fungus.
Whoa.
What?
Wait.
Exactly. The prophecy that it mentioned was probably an agreement that I made with an elemental life form that once represented its race. I had to deal with the forbidden knowledge to save their homeland. The process, however, took away some of my memories. That sequence of events would explain the persistent feeling that I had unfinished business.
Okay.
Makes sense. Too bad it's unable to tell us more. Yeah. I've been trying to think of a place that fits the description of its homeland.
Frog.
But agreed. I really want to send them home, so they won't have to wander around anymore.
Okay, so I guess it's not a I was thinking at first, like, they may be like a different form of Aranara, Ara. But I guess not.
The road here is a little rough. I'll lead the way.
Okay.
Don't worry, Paimon can handle any road. Ah! Enemies! You're up, traveler!
Okay.
Need more. You won this.
I won that one, is right. Nice.
Amazing. With such skills, you all would have definitely been able to find a way to survive the apocalypse.
That's right.
Paimon has been...
No, we didn't. The appearance of our kind will change according to the environment.
Ah, okay.
After communicating with various living organisms in Sumeru, we discovered that fungi are the life form most adapted to live in these lands. Thus,
Makes sense.
we gradually took the form of fungi and became a part of their group.
Okay.
It's hard to believe that's even
Cool.
possible.
The most important instinct any life form possesses is adapting to the environment. I don't think that should surprise you, Paimon. Your hand is shaped like that for a reason, so you are able to grip and use tools more easily.
Then why does she have legs? She doesn't walk.
The reason why fungi absorb elemental power is to blend with the environment and fend off natural predators. We are dendro life forms, one of the most ancient life forms in this land. That is why we are so adaptable.
Cool.
So you mean, if Paimon wanted to, Paimon could change into a different...
Not as freely, I'm afraid. You would require a long time to make that happen. Although this is common sense to us, it is still extremely difficult to explain. Putting it as simply as possible, changing form requires energy, and energy comes with time. You cannot make a sprout grow into a giant tree instantly, nor can you force a tree to bear fruit overnight.
I have a working theory that, like, after you get all of the things and unlock things to get back to your sibling, it's going to unlock something into Paimon, and you're going to find out that Paimon is the, like, the final boss that you have to fight.
Humans have a term for this. It's called growth. Ah, you're so smart, Nahida. Paimon gets it now.
Growth. I see. Yes, then this is what you would call growth. A most beautiful word. I shall enjoy it more as we walk.
Yeah, I like that concept. I will enjoy this word more.
How much farther is it?
I'm trying to think if there's any words that I enjoy that much.
You're doing great, Paimon. Do you need me to carry you on my back?
But I can tell you my absolute favorite word in the English language, which is a pretty long word, which just is, it's called juglandacious.
You think so?
Juglandacious. And it's not even really listed in a whole bunch of, like, dictionaries or anything, but it means pertaining to walnuts. So, like, something that is, there we go. Had to fight those, though. But yeah, so anything that is juglandacious means it is pertaining to walnuts. And I just, for some reason, that word has always stuck with me. And I just kind of liked it. I was like, yeah, I'm never, ever going to have a use for this word, ever. Except for, I guess I just did, huh? You know, I used it in a stream, so... Woohoo! Came in useful! So I can tell other people a word that they will never, ever have a use for.
You know, like bongo head.
Yeah, bongo head. That's what I've been talking about this whole time.
You have an odd taste for names.
Huh? Paimon thinks that name is great. Strange and cute at the same time. It's a name only Paimon would be able to come up with. That's right.
The name I came up with was not as creative as Paimon's. I learned it from an adventurer. It's...
Uh-oh. What's it gonna be?
Its name is... I'm sorry, but I've forgotten. Seems like I've forgotten many. Yes, I must remember it before I return.
Yes, I want
It's
to know
just as
I want to know what your
important
name
as
is
my
too.
homeland.
It's gonna be funny if it actually is Bongo Head. La la
Yes,
la.
this way. We're almost there.
Okay, where are we going? Why did you have to go around the fence? You're flying.
It's the Withering.
Uh-oh, Withering came back.
Yes, I have heard it's the last form we take when we are at the end of our life.
It's trying to say that when they've suffered enough and reached the end of their life, they become a tumor of the Withering.
Yes, I would have also suffered the same fate if it...
So,
Uh-oh.
this is how the Withering is. Previous research has revealed that forbidden knowledge is the root cause of the Withering. But even if forbidden knowledge has been completely removed,
Ooh,
its influence still remains.
that's pretty
Which
dark,
is why
huh?
the Withering remains, even if they've been tormented by forbidden knowledge for a long time. But what a sad and pitiful end.
When I left my homeland, flowers like these filled the fields. Each bloom represented an individual life. They grew in the pristine lakes, in the fertile soil, in my home, and in the homes of my friends.
Ah, so these floating things that I was playing around with, if you happen to be in on the last stream or you've been playing this too. So in the new area, there's all these glowing balls that show up on the map and stuff, and I think it looks a lot like the red balls that are in the withering flowers. So I'm wondering if those are
They grew
like
everywhere,
creatures like this one that
until
you
the
can
world
save.
suddenly lost all its color and became tainted and murky.
Tainted.
But it's all right. Our life essence, elemental power, still resides in this flower.
Cool. Okay.
After
Interesting
an
interesting
adventurer
way
clears
to
the
work this
withering,
into the story. I
will
like it.
quietly draw near the area. If I can sense the elemental power of my companions, then I take them with me.
But that would mean the effects of forbidden knowledge could have...
It's okay. That's not important anymore. I just hope that they can all make it back home. It's not right to leave them to simply perish in the open. Now that we finally have the chance to return home, each one I manage to bring back will make me that much happier.
I understand. Just leave it to us.
This is
So
a
you're
product
worried
of
about me.
forbidden knowledge, after all.
It's fine. Forbidden knowledge doesn't exist anymore. It's
Oh, but it
natural to want
does.
to be overcautious when dealing with a highly venomous snake. But when all that's left...
Paimon doesn't get what you two are talking about, but we're all ready to go now, right? Then let's do this! We've dealt with the Withering countless times already!
That's right. And, okay. Oh, sweet. Ow! That's right, I forgot they shoot you. I've dealt with the Withering countless times already, and I totally forgot how to fight it. Give me some more of these. Is that one? Or is that one I already got, huh? Okay. Oh, right there. Hey, where did my... Oh, hold on. I guess I'll fight this thing first. A couple arrows. What? Why is my shot going right through that thing? Alright, hold on.
Rest, rebuild!
Shouldn't let your guard down.
Yeah, you shouldn't let your guard down. Okay, hold on. I need some of that. Oh, this guy. I will shoot your wings. get a little Nahida going on there. I'll try her out a little bit more. I should put somebody Electro in my party too, so I can do some Hyper Blooms. Oh, there we go. We got it anyway.
We're way behind schedule.
But I do think that's a good idea, though, is to get some Electro in there so I can try some Hyper Bloom combos with Nahida, because I'm actually pretty excited about that.
As I expected, it's the last of my kind that I'm aware of. So it wasn't able to make it to the end. If only it could have held on just a little longer.
Poor elemental thing.
I hope that you will be free of this pain after returning.
Just thinking about how many elemental life forms have turned into tumors of the withering makes Paimon sad.
Yeah, it makes me sad, too.
It's okay.
Aww.
As long as elemental power still exists, then we will still be around. An external form is but a gift of time. Through growth comes change, and even abandonment of previous forms. However, our true nature is not so easy.
It wouldn't have come to this if we were able to cure them earlier. But I will cure all of them. Even if it's just for the sake of the rainforest and all the life forms that live in it.
Thank you, Lord of Dendro. It was a...
Hold on. I think I got something. Oh, I see. Okay, I understand. Thank you so much. So,
Okay.
they found a fungus that matches the description I gave them. It's currently unconscious.
It must be in a similar situation as I was.
Okay, follow me.
It's Bongo Head. Seek out the other Bongo Head. Ooh, that's pretty far away. Let's teleport. There we go. Oh, I want to check and see here too real quick. What do I got? Oh, I only have 33. 33 guys for a wishy wish.
We're close now. It's just a little further inside.
Okay. Do I have to kill all these other mushrooms?
There are so many fungi here. They're probably all Yeah, they won't be happy to see us.
No fighting. Although we belong to different species, we've spent a long... They can be reasonable, as long as...
What should we do? You're the only one, but you'll need Nahida's power if you want to...
I've got an idea. Can you teach me how to change into a fungus?
Okay, cool.
You want to transform into a fungus? But
Nahida is a god! Changing into a fungus should...
Even gods can't bend the laws of time so easily.
Then we'll have to enter with the risk of being noticed. But if spending some of my power will guarantee the safety of you and its family, then I'm willing to try.
All right. You have great elemental power, so you may be able to do it. You will have to use power equal to that which is required to break through the limitations of time.
Okay, I want to see a Nahida fungus.
Nahida
Nahida mushroom!
should make your transformation.
Alright, I'm ready. Changing into a fungus should be quite an interesting
Lord of Dendro, this is nothing to joke.
As am I.
Alright! Let's not get hung up here. If it's really possible to turn into a fungus, then why don't we give it a try now?
Yeah, try it. I want to see it.
Good luck, Lord
I
of
want to see
Dendro.
Nahida mushroom. Aw, I was hoping it would be, like, at
Turn
least
into a
green.
fungus.
It's actually not too bad. My perspective in this form isn't much different from the unconscious fungus. It's just below here.
Oh, how do we do that?
I'll get close to them while you make your way over from above. You should be able to identify them using elemental sight since they're then. All you have to do is repeat the correct answer in your mind. As long as I'm able to see you, then I'll be able to hear your answer.
Okay.
Got it.
Sure do. Got it.
Let me lure away the fungi up top and make way for you.
Alright, good luck, Nahida. Let's go, Traveler.
It's so funny. Hee hee. Oh, this is like autoplay. I'm not even controlling this.
There's a fungus on patrol in the center there. It looks pretty vigilant, so I'd better go around it.
Go right.
Why is it reacting like that? Uh-oh, the fungus on patrol noticed me.
Uh-oh. I wonder if I went left if it would be better. What? 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 Okay. So I guess we go left.
There's a fungus on patrol in the center there. It looks pretty...
Move left. Nang, 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 nang.
It seems they didn't notice me. It seems that fungus won't be moving for the moment.
Go, go, go. Go Nahida mushroom. Go Nahida mushroom.
This is the spot. There are several fungi here.
Yes.
I'll hide and wait for the traveler to catch up.
Okay. Probably that green thing.
So this is the one. Understood.
Uh-oh. Is it going to be like, wait, I can't turn. I want to see if that white floofy thing under the mushroom had eyes.
Nahida? What's I never knew that it was so tiring to change forms like that. I even used the techniques that it taught me. Seems like its warnings were not unfounded.
The power of time accumulates slowly and goes unnoticed. A great price is to be paid if you wish to perform drastic changes instantly. Thank you for everything you've done. All seems to have gone according to plan. Now, we simply wait for it to wake up.
Who are you?
Oh, cool. Now we have two talking funguses.
Apologize. Language is not easy. Need long time.
It's okay, I have good news. Let me explain it to you the fungi way.
Ah, yes.
Apocalypse ended? Go home now?
Yes, go home.
Unfortunately, I've forgotten where...
I remember.
Really?
That's great! Home. Dendro Dragon.
Dendro Dragon. Ah, yes! The Dendro Dragon.
Now, I've seen pictures of the Dendro Dragon, okay? And this made me think of one thing. Mondstadt, okay? We have Storm Terror, Animo Dragon. Liyue. We have, you know, the big Geo Dragon guy there, okay? And now we're going to have a Dendro Dragon. So where is the Electro Dragon?
I'm sorry.
I don't count the big floating guy up on the big floating rocks. He's not a dragon.
But yes, our home is the Dendro Dragon.
Oh, wait a minute. Paimon's confused. Do you mean the Dendro Dragon as in an elemental dragon?
Yes.
Like Dvalin?
Right. So where is the Electro Dragon?
Yes, they're both both dragons, but a pep, the Dendro Dragon, has been around for longer and has accumulated dense elemental power. But I don't quite understand.
Because we live inside the Dendro Dragon.
Ooh, we live inside the Dendro Dragon. Cool.
Inside. Very big. Mountains, water, trees. Us.
There is
Neat.
an entire world inside the Dendro Dragon's body. The Dendro Dragon nurtured the earliest life forms and protected us inside of itself. It once told us in a majestic voice that once we finally matured, we'd be able to start life in a new world. However, that day never came. Our homeland was the greatest place there ever was before the apocalypse.
I'm still confused.
Yes, a very good example. It appears that you're much smarter than Paimon. The only difference is that the Dendro Dragon is much, much larger than any Dendro
Wait, then if that's the case...
Yes, that is correct. What has suddenly made you look so worried, Lord?
Because we have to fight it? Yes, we have to fight it.
The most adaptable life form in the world. The forbidden knowledge should have become a part of its body a long time ago. Which means that if all the forbidden knowledge has been eliminated...
He is just a void.
And a big void will also form inside the dragon.
I'm afraid so. Its body and soul have probably been in terrible shape for some time. No wonder I haven't seen a pep for so long. But how did it get contaminated? Was it due to the destruction of King Deshret's civilization? But anyway, a pep disappeared and has been gone ever since.
So it was saving? Yes.
How could, if the Dendro Dragon fails to hang on, the elemental power inside Dendro elemental power of that concentration will cause giant trees will completely block out the sun. Plants and humans will fight over oxygen. Sumeru will no longer be suitable for...
Wait, what?
What about the crystal? Why don't you show it to them and see if they know anything about it?
Yes, I'm sorry. You're right. Have you two ever seen anything like this before?
No.
Its power feels very familiar. I'm sorry our memories aren't very reliable.
Oh, cool.
It's okay. I'll contact my helpers just as I did before and see if they can locate your other family members. I'm counting on you all. Your info is crucial to us now.
Who's she contacting, though? That's what we want to know. We want to know. Who are you talking
Let's wait for their
to?
reply again. Though I know waiting can feel unbearable at a time like this.
Hey, fruit.
Thank you. Family.
I explained to them that you aren't hostile. After seeing you save it, its family is very grateful.
Go home. Leave. Hard decision. Don't know. They are weak. I worry. If waiting, then...
Don't worry. I understand what you are trying to say.
Boom, boom, boom.
Family is very important to us. No matter when we were actually family. It has done a lot to protect this territory and can't help but worry now that it's about to leave. Can you do one last thing for us?
Of course. I can relate to how it's feeling. I need to organize my thoughts as well.
Thank you. Thank you. Tend soil. Food. Don't like...
There are two things that it wants you to do.
Hmm.
One is to look after the land that the food is grown in. And the other is to drive away the plants that are trying to invade the earth.
Soil. There. First. Seed. Here. Paimon understood that. No need to translate.
Cool, I guess I get to plant some stuff. Food seeds. Okay. Can I pick up all this fruit? Yep. Okay. Ah, so we gotta go up here. Is it up top? Wee! Get some wood while I'm here. I'm assuming this is the farmland directly ahead. Alright, let's go plant some stuff. Ding! I better plant it after I, you know. Woo!
It's time to handle the invading plant life.
Yeah, let's get the invading plant life. Where is it? Aha!
It wasn't hitting when it said plants were invading.
Cryo incarnate.
Nice.
That should be all of them. That wasn't too tough.
Yeah, I've calmed down now. But it doesn't seem like...
Can you tell us about the Dendro Dragon? We don't know anything about it. Who is it?
Ooh, looks like we
And
may
what
get a
does it have
little,
to do with King
story
Wow.
time.
The history of dragons starts from the very beginning of Tevat. Sumeru was Apep's territory. In those days,
Oh, so there was no desert back then?
There was no desert back then, Paimon. Wait, what? Okay, hold on. Go, click.
not at
Oh.
first. That came when a giant spike fell from the sky, turning a huge section of the rainforest into sand.
Ooh, but it's like the spikes that
In
came
an
down in
attempt
like
to
dragon
adapt to its
spine
new
and stuff,
environment,
so.
Apep changed color from the emerald green of the forest to the yellow of the sand.
No wonder those two elemental life forms are always talking about the importance of adapting.
Apep has always seen itself as the master of Sumeru, and has refused to recognize the new order that was established.
Whoa, cool.
Even now, it probably still holds. However, powerless against the power in the sky, and then the forbidden knowledge many millennia later, it's been unable to stir up any trouble. Conflicts between
I
the
thought
two
the gods
sides
and
are
dragons were on
destined to
good
continue
terms.
until a balance can be found. As far as I know, Apep had been slumbering in the desert, and King Deshret had taken a great interest in it. Maybe this is why Apep was contaminated.
This ought to be pretty interesting too, because Apep is the name comes from like Egyptian mythology, and is like it was like the god of like chaos and chaotic elements and things. So
Right now.
if that gives you any idea of what we may be going up against, that's pretty cool.
The crystal that I have in my possession is probably the key that links the two matters together.
That's what I would think too. Return to the withering zone. Oh, and before I forget, I do want to put some... I do want to throw... I'm going to throw in some electro right here
Stay
at the tail
close
end.
and you will live.
And, because I should end up having Nahida in my party. Oh, and I'm going to run out of stamina, which is not surprising if you've ever seen me play.
Family hat. You really like them, don't family like? Do you not like your family? That's not what Paimon meant. Does that matter? Family likes me. I like family.
What it's trying to say is that as long as family members get along well, then nothing else matters. You place importance on appearances, but we do not. We find the experiences, knowledge, and connections we've made to be more important. These are all things that are more reliable than mere external appearances. These are the fruits of time, and the essence of what it...
Oh, Paimon gets it now. Looks can always change, so what's inside of us is more important.
What if
Paimon would
Paimon's...
still follow you around. Wait, would you not be able to recognize Paimon?
Oh?
Who is she
Understood.
talking
Thank
to?
you. Still nothing new from the forest.
Oh, the forest, okay.
Seems like we won't be able to find your other family. It appears we are out of leads to follow. It's okay. It isn't your fault. I don't think it's a coincidence. Maybe it's because the crystal has a very close connection to forbidden knowledge, which causes memories of it to be unclear. And if that's the case, finding the other fungi still wouldn't help us at all.
The crystal and the apocalypse. The apocalypse and memories. Lord of Dendro.
I do.
The prophecy is a story that connects events of the past and the future. A family member once said that the apocalypse is a part of us, and that there is value in preserving it. The rest of the family did not approve of its opinion at the time.
Preserving the apocalypse? Do you mean that there's...
That's not very likely. The power of Irminsul covers... Did the prophecy say where that family member...
To the limitless depths east of Sumeru. A murky place.
East of Sumeru. Oh, the chasm.
That must be the
Ooh.
chasm, right?
Oh, it's that big mushroom.
Impossible to preserve
It's the big
forbidden
mushroom
knowledge.
dude.
What if it can be converted to a different... I'm sorry if I'm suddenly not making any sense. Follow me. I'll explain.
I know what it is. It's that big mushroom that you find in the chasm. Wait, complete the world quest? What? Wait, what world quest here? Okay. Right, it said do I need to do this one first? Wait, what was that? Oh, just means I have to head to the chasm underground mines. All right, the chasm underground mines. Let's go. I already know what it is. It's that big mushroom. It's the big mushroom in the chasm. That thing was fun to talk to. Oh, and if we're running around in here, I'm gonna put this thing on. The Lumenstone Adjuvant. Because I have a feeling you'll need it. It'll probably prompt us. Don't forget to put this on.
So that elemental life form came all the way here on its own and spent a long time by itself? Wouldn't it already have become the withering?
There is a chance that it could avoid that end, using the power of something I'm referring to what was used to fight against the Abyss. It once repaired the rifts of Tevat long ago. It has the ability to purify and stabilize powers that shouldn't exist in Tevat. Forbidden knowledge that its light has shone upon is kept here forever in a different form.
Oozing
Yep.
filth.
It's just like soap bubbles that rise to the water surface.
Another strange metaphor. But Paimon somehow gets this one.
Good job, Paimon.
What the Lord of Dendro means is that the apocalypse was altered by the power of the giant spike and hidden within the oozing filth.
Yes, and it shouldn't be far from here. Let's...
Come on, it's the big talking mushroom. We all know it. All right, that's bugging me. Hold on a second. I gotta do something about that. No. Concealing snow? Oh, perfect. There you go. Sorry, that was just, like, aesthetically bothering me. Ah, much better. Look, it's so much of a better fit for her. Yeah. I wasn't digging the brown wings on Shenhe. And weirdly, yes, I do care about that stuff. As I think everyone should, because, you know.
It's over there!
It is over there.
Looks like we'll have to clear out the oozing filth in this area.
Okay.
You two should be able to take care of it, right?
Yep.
Yep, we know what to do. We'll just use the Lumenstone on the oozing concretion.
See, I told you they were going to prompt us to hook that thing up.
Manifest!
Hua, hua. Yeah, give me some Lumenstone power. I just realized I was like completely out. Wow, Shenhe does like a really good amount of damage now, especially with this weapon. I'm pretty psyched about that. Oh, my power keeps going away. There we go.
Oh, we finally managed to rescue it.
It should be the life form from the prophecy.
Ooh, cool. It's not the big mushroom? Come on!
Wait, something dark is coming out. What's going on? Didn't Nahida say?
Maybe it's because such a long amount of time. Although the power of the oozing filth is more stable than that of the apocalypse, it might have lost its mind after.
Oh no! But we still have Zen.
I should be able to purge it with my elemental power. But this is our only chance.
But this is our only chance. We can't go through that again.
It's okay. I trust your judgment.
Oh yeah! You said that the element.
You want to use its power, but
The Lord of Dendro seems it's risky to use its power without fully understanding its intent.
Don't understand. This no good. That no good.
I like this mushroom. This one's cool.
Don't understand. This no good. That no good.
Yes, I understand, but this
That
is
one's
our
awesome.
only chance to return home. We cannot afford to be kept.
it's okay. There's no need to argue.
Plus, I like the fact that that mushroom gets all like wobbly when it's talking. It's like.
I understand that you have an amazing resistance to.
Don't overdo it, traveler.
Oh boy. Use it. Use the thing. Oh.
Lord of Dendro, and you others, how long have I been waiting here?
Yay! Looks like it.
Well, it sounds like Optimus Prime. He's gonna be all like, roll out.
Lord of Dendro, wait, did you get smaller again?
I'm sorry. That portion of my memory is highly unreliable at the moment. I can't seem to remember who you are.
That sounds about right. After all, the purpose of my existence is precisely for those unreliable memories you speak of. You once said that the apocalypse will be completely eradicated, and that relevant memories will become unstable. Even you couldn't promise that you'd remember our agreement after those events take place. However, you are definitely someone who stays true to your word. My sacrifice is nothing compared to your resolve.
You and I made the agreement?
Yes, you used your power to protect me. That is the reason why I was able to survive here. To be honest, I'm nearing my end.
No one can withstand the power of the apocalypse.
In order to preserve a somewhat stable memory, I had to change the power of the apocalypse into a different form. Only the giant spike that fell from the sky was capable of doing something like that. But the moment I chose to
I
go
still want to
through
know
with
what
it
these spikes are,
is
though.
the moment I lost my chance. But enough about me. Lord of Dendro, let's get to the important matter at hand. As you can see,
I understand, and I'm sorry, but... Can you please tell me what this is?
See, that's one thing that's really cool, too. You notice, like, you know, see Nahida right here has a pretty stylish necklace that you can see right down. Like, if you follow the arrow, it's behind me, though. But, yeah, check out my necklace. And Nahida, we're related or something.
this is a fire seed. It's an essential item for saving the Dendro Dragon.
Ooh, cool.
Thankfully, it appeared the Lord of Dendro and our people created this item together. It mimics how the Dendro Dragon's Heart of Oasis operates. The
Cool.
Dendro Dragon has been tormented by the apocalypse for far too long. it too is nearing the end of its power.
I've come to the conclusion that these Geo things, if you really get a good look at them, they kind of look like a chicken. It's got little wings right here, and like the chicken legs, like a drumstick right there. Everything. It's a chicken in a hat.
However, if you are able to reactivate its heart of Oasis using the Fire Seed, and as a result, our homeland will return to the...
Oh, so the heart of Oasis is a pep source.
No wonder the crystal was able to heal this fungus just now.
What? You used the Fire Seed to save me?
Uh-oh.
Why?
That's... never mind. It's not your fault. The Fire Seed contains a high concentration of elemental power inside of it. It's very powerful, yet fragile at the same time. It is not stable in its current form. To prevent any accidents...
Since I am its creator, I will take responsibility for it. I assure...
All right. Aside from being able to heal the Dendro Dragon, the Fire Seed can also resonate with the heart.
This is
of
starting to sound like a
Oasis.
pretty good adventure. I'd like to
In other
get
words,
to it.
You'll be able to
Let's
find
go.
the Dendro Dragon by following the guidance of the Fire Seed.
Okay,
But
cool.
you should hurry.
What about you?
Forget about me. You should hurry.
Everyone is returning.
As I told you, I've already... Lord of Dendro, I thank you for... Our past has been saved, and our future has been ensured.
Whoa. Now I gotta fight him.
It's enough for me, just knowing that they will return home.
Hey, wait!
I got a real complaint.
Oh, sorry. Doing a little Nirvana there.
Turned into...
Can you use the Lumen Stone once more? Please. Of all of us, it deserves...
Okay. I'll do that. He's gone.
This is a small ball of light that it left behind.
I can feel it. I can feel its knowledge and emotions. It has all returned to its original elemental form. Do not
Oh,
be
that's
sad,
cool.
my friends.
A little happy.
Its wish has come true.
Good, I
and
was
it's
gonna
very
cry.
happy right now.
It was sad.
Because its external form doesn't matter, right?
Yes, because our external form does not matter, and our home has been saved.
Let's go!
Let's go!
Home.
Yeah, let's go. Okay, follow the directions. Whee! Ah, those wings look so much better, huh? Look, they look like they were kind of made for her. I think I have the same ones on Ganyu, too. Pretty sure I do, and they're not as good on Ganyu. I mean, they're good on Ganyu, but not as good. You know, because Ganyu's got a lot of, like, blue, like, really deep blue and stuff. But, yeah, just check that out. It's like, these are Shenhe's wings. I mean, it's a perfect match. Ah, so good. Just if they had a touch of red. Alright, anyway, let's go. Sumaru! Okay, teleport!
It's not much further. Follow me. We're close now.
Ooh, we're close. Every time I kept hearing the name for the Sumaru, though, I kept thinking of another thing. But it's actually, I think it's Sukaru, which is the long gummy. It's a candy company in Japan. Wait, is it Sukaru? Yeah, Sakaru. I think it's Sakaru. I'm trying to. All right, never mind. We'll keep running here. Sakaru, but they make this gummy candy that's just
I can feel its power.
that's you know, they're pretty good and everything, but they make one that's just called the long gummy.
Other times, it seems close.
Wheel.
This is its way of warning
But every
us.
time I kept hearing Sumaru, I was like, oh,
Already
is that
noticed
like
our presence.
the long gummy guys and stuff? And they did this great Long Man commercial, which I keep getting it out of my head now because I kept hearing it yesterday. I don't know if anyone's ever seen that though, but funniest commercial things. Look it up.
If we keep going that way.
Sakaru Long Gummy. Or just look up a Google search for Long Man, and you can watch the entire commercial series. Absolutely one of the best things. I forgot to. I said I was going to post a link to it in the Discord. I will do that after the stream. Whoa, check that out. Okay, badass. Nice.
We found it. A pep, the Dendro Dragon.
Paimon knew it would be big, but not that big.
Yeah, can I fight it now?
God, puny human, leave my domain.
Oh, it's Venti.
Frail life forms like you cannot survive in the endless sands of the desert.
A pep, we're here to save you.
I do not need saving, especially not by you, Brewer. You are no different from Amun.
Who are?
You have only existed for a fraction. You're better off paying attention to your path ahead.
I know that you hate both gods and humans, but you've grown too weak now. Can't you
let go, foolish Brewer? You will
Who
find
are?
no gratefulness. You will only be reviving the dragon that will destroy Sumeru and the Seven Nations.
Sumeru.
No, you're ill, that's all.
That I am. Time will bring death to all. It's unavoidable. Although I am gravely ill, my mind remains clear. I am different from the ancient dragons that came to terms with you.
There's no need for this. There's no point in fighting.
The truth. The shackles that the god of wisdom cannot escape from.
Okay, I'm ready to fight it.
I have paid dearly for the truth, and you shall do this.
Hey, don't leave!
Careful, something's coming.
Is it?
What is that?
Yeah, what is that?
I've never seen that before.
What is that? What
It's
is?
our family.
Huh? They're your family too? But the external form not important. Inner
The composition of their elemental power is identical to ours.
Is this what they've become after experiencing the apocalypse?
This
Probably.
is also a form of adaptation, although a most gruesome and pitiful one. Many of our family members never made it out of the Dendro Dragon. They've gradually taken this form in order to survive.
Is there any way to avoid fighting them?
No.
Can you guys talk? We're here to rescue.
No, we're gonna fight him. They're not
They've
responding.
given it their all, just
They're being drawn by the fire seed. Only its power can. All that remains are the instincts to survive and search for energy needed to do so. Everything else has been discarded in the process of adaptation.
These things are kind of weird looking.
So this is the result of forbidden knowledge.
Would our world become the same if forbidden knowledge was allowed to rampage across Teyvat? Like fish
No, it would
struggling
become the
away,
abyss.
unable to find a single puddle of fresh water in the entire world.
We can talk about this later.
But please try to be gentle with them.
Okay. Oh, come on! I don't get to use Nahida. What?
Unleash! Shine down! Inazuma shines eternal!
Is this gentle enough for you? Mwahahaha!
Paimon thinks they used up all their strength. They don't see. They want to go home.
Yes, it was never their intention to leave the Dendro Dragon.
Is there a way to make them revert to their years of torment is what turned them into their current state. Their external form has become their shackles. It seems only the fire seed or a Pep's Heart of Oasis can save, but it'll be risky if we use the fire.
Correct. We cannot use the.
Everyone goes home. Not. This is because.
Let me think for a second.
Okay.
It's fine. Let's use the power of the fire seed. I can't bear leaving them in the... Don't worry, the decision is on me. I'll take responsibility for whatever happens.
Okay, cool. So, you know.
It won't require much elemental power. I'm just worried, but as long as I use my elemental power to stabilize it a little, it shouldn't be a problem.
Thank you. Sorry. Stubborn.
Stubborn. Blah, 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 blah. Jelly fungus.
Thank you, Lord of Dendro.
Returning home is the most important thing to you. I've come to understand that during our travels. I'm not doing this just to protect you, but also because I hope to use you and your experience and try speaking to a pep again. After all, that giant Dendro dragon is also your family. Maybe it would listen.
I will stand with you, Lord of Dendro. I will never forget your kindness.
Thank you. Alright.
Would you hear that little guy creepy? Yes! Yes! Creepy.
Family. We will all be able to go home soon.
Ooh.
Whoa. It's shining now.
Whoa! It's getting bigger.
Endless amounts of knowledge and emotions are moving inside of me. They're all very excited. To imagine such growth could be achieved in such a short period of...
It's because you're carrying everyone's hopes and dreams.
Yes, finally, we can go.
This is the last part. Let's go.
No, I still don't understand. Why didn't they tie in that big honking mushroom that you can talk to that's in the chasm? That just seems like the perfect place. Okay, find where Apep is hidden. Oh, he's relatively close. Okay. Maybe relatively close. Okay. 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 I'm gonna climb giant snake dragon. Okay. Alright. There we go. Good. Right down in here. Yeah. Oh, la, da, 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 da. And I'm gonna run out of stamina again, aren't I? I've really been trying to take efforts to be better about that because I'm so terrible at like stamina maintenance. I suppose I should kind of land. There we go. Check this guy out. Pew!
We're way behind schedule.
There's a present. Ooh, look, we found a spot. Ooh, look, another guy. Oh, I hate that when they do that. You can, it's like, ah, my attack has subsided, but you still can't hit me. Gotta fire it off sooner like that. That's alright. It's gotta be a little quicker. Gotta be a little quicker. I had a long day at the work today. Well, the human had a long day at the work today. I was hanging out in a computer and stuff, but the human body gets tired and reaction time's slow. Hey, this is some good mining here. All right, hold on a second. I'm not gonna mine a lot of this stuff though with a polearm, but I will put on another polearm character to handle the mining because he can mine not like that, like this. Yay! Yay! Investigate. Ooh, carrot and cabbage. Nothing like a carrot and cabbage that you find in the middle of a cave. Yeah, definitely want to pick this stuff up though. These will break easy. We'll just knock those down. But since we're here, you know, be ashamed to pass it up. Oh, da, da, da. All right.
This cave is huge.
Oh yeah, we weren't able to go in here.
Yeah. Who knows what's in...
Our goal is not only to find the dragon, but to also enter the world inside of it. That will be
Sweet.
impossible if we can't get it to cooperate with it.
But how are we gonna do that?
I'll see what I can do. Pep, I know we don't see eye to eye, and that we have a very different understanding of the world and its orders. However, we are both born of elemental power, and both suffered the torment of forbidden knowledge. We are not that different. And right now, we share a common enemy.
Wonder if the den-
I don't care about what you believe in, who you hate, or what you've done in the name of hatred. Nor do I expect you to be grateful. I'm here to save both you and your people. My people. They've been searching for a way to save you ever since they left their homeland. They yearn for a chance to return home. And
They're
now
cool?
that
Okay.
everything is over, all the hatred that you harbor has lost its meaning. Rather than continuing to fight, you should consider the life you've produced.
Yay, Tristy! Yeah, I started, have you done this yet? I started it, about an hour and a half ago, I think, or so.
Your eagerness to survive means that you haven't given up
So
on that
I'm
world.
kind
If
of going
you
through
have
it.
so much
So
more to deny, then
I did give a spoiler warning when I started the stream, though. I was like, okay, everyone, I'm going to be starting Nahida Story Quest. So if you haven't seen it and you don't want to see what's happening, you know, turn away now. Hurry, grab onto me.
Keep everyone safe and send us to the homeland.
Yeah, I want to go see what this homeland is. Come on, let's go. Oh, you left off where I... Ah, nice. Okay. Okay, so then it's going to be spoiler alerts for you now.
Nahida, where are we?
Because I'm going to keep
What
going.
about the traveler? Where'd she go?
I was only able to ensure that we made it here safely. It's possible we arrived at different locations.
Uh-oh.
Well, then let's go have a look up ahead. Paimon's feeling really worried.
Yep, let's go. I wouldn't worry too much. The traveler's no pushover.
Haha, I'm no pushover. Look, it says right there, Erra Agary's no pushover. Erra Agary's is...
It's just that Paimon isn't used to not having the traveler around. Let's hurry. She might be just up ahead.
Oh, okay, cool. As long as you don't mind about spoilers. I just thought it would be a good idea just to, you know, give anyone that comes into the chat fair warning that, you know, this is what's going on and... Ooh, neat. Okay.
What's that?
I don't know what that is.
That
Let's
should
find
be
out.
the heart of Oasis. All we need, the damage it suffered internally will also slowly begin to heal.
Then let's hurry and light it. We still need to find the traveler.
Yeah. Yeah, you need to find Erra Agary's. I could totally be a character in this game. And I would be a cryo catalyst, but I would need to change the color of my clothes.
It shattered.
It shattered?
It was
Oh,
even
no.
more unstable than I expected.
Why? We barely used it.
I'm not sure. Perhaps the fire seed was only capable of protecting one person? But if I didn't use its power on everyone, there's no way of knowing where you could have been
Whoa.
sucked into. And even if that's the case...
Unless what?
Unless I was already in a weakened state when I created this fire seed.
Uh-oh.
Which would be when we had
Uh-oh.
first saved the desert.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Wait, let's put that aside for a moment.
Oh, no.
If the fire seed has shattered, wouldn't that mean we came all this way for nothing?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes,
Do
you
know
did.
what we should do now, Nahida? Oh, come
Should find the traveler.
Don't worry, Paimon. This is my... Although my elemental power is slightly different than that of elemental life forms, I gained a better understanding of it when I turned into a fungus. So, all I have to do is imitate that power, while adding some of my own. And I'll be able to do what the fire seed was supposed to.
You're gonna become the fire seed?
Turn
Yes.
Paimon into the fire
It'll
seed.
take a lot of power from me, but it still won't be anything compared to when I was in the desert. I might, however, become even smaller.
Oh, awesome. We're going to get tiny Nahida.
What happens if you keep getting small.
I'll become a blade of grass or a twig.
I want
will
like
be
a
able
little
to
tiny
unleash power
tiny
beyond my
Nahida.
limits
That would
if
be
I can
awesome.
reverse the process of growth.
But you'll lose everything. You'll not only lose your appearance, but you'll lose your emotions, memories, and who knows what else?
I think.
That's all right.
Wouldn't that be funny if
None
she
of that
actually
matters
turned
compared
into
to the
like
dangers
another
that a path is
Paimon?
facing right
No, wait! There has to be another way. Besides, what will Sumeru do if you turn into a twig?
Maybe you and the Traveler can plant me in the soil of Sumeru once it is all over. I can still communicate with the world through the forest. It's just that you won't be able to see me for some time.
Oh no!
You can't be serious. If the Traveler were here, she definitely wouldn't. If we knew this was how you were going to take responsibility, then we never would have agreed in the first place.
I'm sorry, Paimon.
Oh no!
But
We're out of
all
options.
eagles who have fallen to the ground can soar in the sky once again. But if no risks are taken, then the eagle will be grounded forever.
Ah, she is the god of wisdom.
No. Please, no, Nahida.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did you see that Traveler's like killing all the mushrooms?
The fire seed shattered, and she's...
I know. A sacrifice must be made, but not by the Lord of Dendro.
Huh?
We've all grown on this long journey. If the purpose of that growth was to return home, then our wishes have come true.
Cool.
Would you lend us your power?
You knew it would come to this. All the knowledge, language, and emotions that you have learned will be reverted into pure elemental energy.
Whoa, clever mushroom.
Nothing of who you were will remain. You won't be remembered by anyone. Is that truly the return you've always dreamed of?
Yes, it is the return I've always dreamed of.
Don't be sad. This is not your home.
Cool. It's a little cutaway scene. We have to kind of watch the whole thing.
Should also go home.
Hear us, please. Feel our heartfelt desires. Awaken.
Cool. That was a cool little visual scene, though. I enjoyed that. And now I gotta fight the Dendro Dragon, I'm sure, huh?
Order.
Alright, let's hit it with a little of this. Give me some hyper blooms. Yeah, buddy. Uh-oh, where'd it go? Come on, hyper blooms. And that's why I want Nahida, though, just for that. Alright. Whoa! Whoa, what's going on, Heart of Oasis? Yeah, kill him!
I will wait for her no matter how long it takes.
Defeat all of the monsters.
Stabilize. This is
Here, enjoy one of these.
Access denied. This
And
is
if all
our
these guys are just kind of hanging around here, I'm just going to drop one of these, too.
I see everything.
I want to try this out. And then some... a little water, and a little Raiden Shogun.
Inazuma shines eternal.
I think I did it. Hey, alright. That was pretty fun. So I guess that really wasn't the Dendro Dragon. I don't know what that thing was, but... I mean, maybe it was, but... It was cool. It was a good battle. This is the Dendro Dragon. Okay. And I have no idea how to fight this, because I've never fought it before. But we are going to hit it with that. And then try to get some hyper blooms. Enter the Shield of Revival's Hymn to defend against aftershocks. I guess that's this. That's probably a good time to hit it with a little bit of Ganyu. Yeah! Maybe a little bit of this, too. And some of that. Where'd you go? I'm going to hit you with some of that. And then I'm going to hit you with that. And a little Raiden Shogun for some hyper blooms. Bang! Yeah, I really want to get Nahida, because I'll tell you what, like... That combination of Nahida and Kokomi and Raiden Shogun together, the hyper bloom reactions that come out of that are just insane.
I said that your form didn't matter, right?
That's enough, Paimon.
Memories and emotions have been reverted to elemental power and released. They are no longer able to respond to you. The guardians that have accompanied me for countless eras have also transformed into my elemental power. Just as they did, they will be born once again now that they're one.
Cool.
There's
But that's different! They won't... Paimon, we will never understand it, and it will never understand us. That's how it's destined to be. But as long as you
It's
can be
still
healthy
sad.
again, then nothing else matters to me, Apep.
Aw, okay.
Samara will be free from threat as long as your health is maintained.
I thought that my rage would be kindled once my power returned to me. However, what I feel now is a feeling that has long eluded me. The feeling of peace.
So I think Apep is going to be the new... I think it's going to be one of the new bosses that you can fight.
There's no denying that. Although my hatred for that usurper from beyond the heavens still stirs deep within me, destroying you and your people serves me no purpose.
Wait, that usurper from beyond the heavens. Ooh, she talking
Be
about
that as it may,
the
my
traveler's
position
sibling?
still stands, and I will have nothing to do with you. When you inevitably perish due to your ever-expanding curiosity,
I will sneer and mock you.
in my heart.
Yeesh. Who can put up... I respect your decision, and with time, I will prove to you that we will not repeat our mistakes. Before you begin resting, there is one last thing I would like to know.
Me too.
How did you become affected by forbidden knowledge?
It's a long story.
Oh
We
boy.
all once believed in the distant past that only forbidden knowledge could give us enough power to defeat the heavenly principles. The Dragon King acquired the power of darkness from outside of this world, and led us in a fight against the order established by the outsiders.
Dragon King?
An unimaginable war took place.
Sweet Dragon King.
Causing destruction.
Definitely excited to fight that at some point.
In war, the victor would inherit the right to shape the world, while the losers must turn into ash. But I didn't give up on searching for a way to turn the tides, even after the death of the Dragon King. As I attempted to collect more forbidden knowledge from the corners of the world, as it was on the verge of collapse, I was stopped by the giant spike that fell from the sky. Sand dunes arose where there was only forest. And it was as if even Sumeru itself was trying to tell me that the era of the dragons was over.
But you still didn't give up, did you? Because of Amun Al-Ahmar.
Al-Ahmar.
Yes.
Yes.
Al-Ahmar eventually obtained this power with the help of Nabu Malikata.
Ooh, Nabu Malikata.
His ambitions continue to grow, and he planned to establish a powerful kingdom in my domain. Although I didn't think much of him, I allowed his actions under one condition. The condition was that after his death, all the knowledge he came to accumulate would belong to me. At that time, I still harbored deep regrets. By the time the Dragon King finally returned, the world had irrevocably changed. Some of the dragons have grown close to your kind, and have forgotten all about our hatred from when the world was taken from us. And some died, leaving behind nothing but their bones. While others chose to flee after experiencing pain and agony. But for me, the scales and will of the Dragon King still shine bright in my heart, even to this day.
So Tristy, if you had stopped off, but right before this part, then you get to look forward to that. That battle was pretty fun. At least from the one time I've actually got to experience it, it was definitely cool.
Kingdom collapsed. I swallowed him whole as I agreed, and absorbed his elemental power. However, what I gained was no benefit. No. I gained the apocalypse. I used up all my strength just trying to keep the pain under control. I had no energy to analyze, but even then, I still believe that his insanity was far greater than that of my own.
So that's how the apocalypse started.
I admit that I fell for his trap. I was like a final failsafe in his plan. Tiny Booer, and the rest of you.
Who are?
Continue forward. I shall keep a watchful eye. How far will a life so dear and precious to the heavenly principles be able to go? I wonder.
Woo! All right.
Hey, looks like we've been sent back out. Still in one piece, too.
The dragon will need to rest for a very long time before it is fully healthy again. It's not as ruthless as it was before. Curing the dragon of its illness has seemingly made it more open to reason.
And that's a good thing, except it'll be a weekly boss, so we can probably go back and fight.
Feeling sick, even though we accomplished something really important, Paimon still doesn't feel happy for some reason.
Indeed.
Yeah, it was supposed to be more happy.
To be born again, they've lost their memories of their journey and their feelings for their homeland. Each opportunity for growth is unique in its own way. Perhaps the immense power we released was the pouring out of all these irreplaceable emotions that had built up over time.
Can you really call a place with no family your home?
Family. Right! The Hydra fungus left behind its family. Those two fungi might be waiting for it to return.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about them. I was getting too excited about, like, dragons. Go back outside Sumeru City. Okay, so I guess we'll go do that. Although I'm kind of tempted. I kind of want to go see if I can go in this again, though. Or if, like, it's going to give me a warning message. Probably need to finish the quest line before this unlocks for you, but I imagine this is going to be the place where you would go and do that battle. Because I think Baizu is going to have his... Yeah, I can't go any further than this. Okay, so it's obviously going to be quest locked until we finish this thing, but I can't see this having much more left to it. But it was kind of getting to the point where, like, I had to do this part of the quest because, like, a lot of the world quest things that were going on, it's like, you know, you can't interact with this because, like, it's not unlocked yet. So, like, a lot of those glowing green spheres that were in the new area and stuff couldn't actually get there to do anything with them. So I was like, it's quest locked. Anya? Anya? Didn't say Anya.
I'm sorry. I really am. But it's gone home. and won't be able to return for a very long time.
Aw. Yeah, of course.
Don't be sad. It did it to protect you. Your happiness is more important to it than anything else in the world.
Would you like to come meet Bongo Head?
It's said that
Come meet
Noor is its
Bongo Head.
most important family member. That's your name, isn't it?
Whoa, it started talking.
This is wonderful. So it has left traces of itself after all. They will definitely meet again. Someday.
Cool. Unless this quest line ends and I run into them in the wild and have to shoot them for materials. Woohoo! Homecoming completed. Okay, we'll talk to that one. We'll talk to that one. Oh, I think that still only puts me at 93. Okay, so I'll have to wait till tomorrow unless I can find it. I may be able to find a bunch of chests or do something now. So, let me check here. What do we got? This just popped up. Oh, mine 10 items. Yeah, I already cleared that. Okay. Weekly missions. Only 21 into 50. Alright, that's fine. I gotta wait for a Spiral Abyss to reset before I can get those points. Minu! Hello! About the Ara. About the Ara. What kind of stories? I've already talked to her about this. Okay, excellent. So, that is on... Oh, why am I looking at the map here? I wanted to go back in here and see... I had another... Okay, yeah, I had another quest line here to solve the anomaly. I think we need to go check that out because I definitely think some of the quest stuff that you need to do are locked behind this as well. So apparently Wednesday night has turned into Genshin Impact story mode. Sorry, it's a little difficult to talk and try to have conversations when there's a bunch of like narrative going on in the background, you know, and it's like playing visual scenes. So thank you for bearing with me through that. It's very difficult for me. I'm like forcing myself. I'm like, oh, don't say anything. It's gonna sound awful on the recording. You know, because there's just so much stuff, you know. Found it. Ooh, a mysterious drum. Oh, it's got cryo marking. Nice. Let's take it to the antique seller. Wait, there's a note. Ah, this time I've been commissioned to try to find a local order and obtain information about something known as the Sign of Vapausha. I must say that remuneration seems quite outsized when compared to the mission content. I hope I won't get caught up in any trouble. I reached the entrance to the Tenmere Mountains with the help of an Eremite mercenary, but he refused to continue onward, saying that this was the border of a war. Must be some kind of desert dweller superstition. Contrary to what I was told, it seems like these Nagarjunites, I think it's Nagarjunites, are not very friendly to outsiders. Looks like I'll have to try infiltrating their ranks. I finally managed to make it out. Thankfully, these people are pretty civilized, so I managed to get away with my life. As I thought, these high remuneration commissions always have something fishy going on. Looks like an adventurer's work doesn't suit people who just want to earn some quick wara. I'll just leave this drum here. Maybe someone will pick it up. That way, I guess I won't totally disappoint Miss Catherine. Ooh. Catherine. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like, let's bring this back to Catherine. As soon as it says Catherine, you gotta bring it back to Catherine. Okay. Teleport waypoint. Oh, and while I'm here, I think I have expeditions to cash in too that I didn't grab earlier. Hello there. Oh, they've gone quite well, thank you. Oh, random. She didn't say ad astra apasask. Boom, boom, boom. A commission? Simply put, a recent star observation by researchers. Okay. Northern skies have become blocked by strange, unseen phenomena. Okay. Okay, good. Sign of Apasha, which bears strong similarities to the recent occurrence. Celestial sign appeared after the disaster that engulfed most of Tevat. Oh, so okay. Temir Mountains. All right, cool. Yeah, this is definitely something up there. I knew we had to kind of do this too, because there's a bunch of stuff that's quest locked in the area. So I was talking about this last night, like, quest locked, quest locked. Huh? A mysterious Darshan. Ooh. Thank you. Okay. They worship a form of energy strongly related to celestial sign. However, they've not been able to establish contact with this group, and as such, have commissioned the guild to assist in their investigations. This is a win-win situation for us as well. Ruins related to the I forget how to pronounce this. Canria, that's it. Canria, located nearby, but exploration in the area has been declared taboo by the academia until now. If this commission is a success, perhaps we would be able to participate in future expeditions into those ruins. Yes! Hey, of course. Like, I was waiting to that. Well, since Canria is involved, whatever rights. Nice! Okay. Nagar Unites? Could be Unites. Nagar Unites, or because sometimes that J becomes a Y, depending. Okay. The Temra Mountains for you. Oh, there we go, finally. Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. Okay. Alright, now hold on.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
There we go. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. Yeah, I didn't grab these guys because I ended up cashing them in last night around the same time. So apparently sometime around 1 a.m. is going to be the time for me to cash these in. So that's all right. All right, let's grab that. Very good. And we're going to put Shenhe there and Coaching there. And then go down here. And we're going to have Cookie Shinobu. There you go. And I will pick those up at like 1 a.m. my time. We'll get a mushroom. There we go. Okay, a hunter's bow. A couple more of those. I just like to pick up everything out of this just for fun. All right, so Temir Mountains. Let's head up that way. I want to see what this is. Okay. Ooh, and one thing I do want to do too. Get this achievement. Just because it's there. Wait, where was it? Says I have an achievement. Oh, right here, Challenger. Oh, a Challenger series. Okay. Defeat the Guardian. Okay. Didn't even realize I did that one. What else? Use Pyro to burn all the thorns created by the Dendrohypostasis during its Ring of Thorns attack. Ah, neat. Like hopscotch. Elemental matrices. Okay. Cool. Oh, that's a good one too. Okay. All right, fun. We can deal with those later. Those are always fun little goals to go. Oh, but what I was going to do though is I want to swap out Zhongli here for Alhaitham because I want to try cranking up some more of those hyper bloom reactions, because those are, I don't think they're gonna, I haven't really tried doing a whole bunch of hyper bloom reactions with Alhaitham for some reason, because I was like, I can't wait to get Nahida so I can do hyper bloom, not realizing that that totally works with like every Dendro character. So I was kind of curious to see what I can pull off with him, and if I need to crank off something else for weapons, etc., etc., etc. Ooh, and look, we got some mystery meat waiting for me right there. We got some mushrooms, just trying to be a nuisance, so go ahead and kill them too. There you go.
We're way behind schedule.
Oh, here we go. Come on, 20K, 20K. 20K lottery. 15K. All right, I'll take it. I mean, I'll take any of it, but I was kind of hoping that was going to be the 20K.
Next on the agenda.
Okay. There are strange crystals all over the place. Oh yeah, I've already been up here, so not a big deal. I knew the quest line was going to kind of pick me up through this, but I could not talk to this guy. He was like, question mark, question mark, question mark. I can't get your name. He's like, you can't be here right now. Who are you? Now he's going to be like, my name is Fareed. Okay. We've been commissioned. Ah, repeat. The sign of a pasha. How did you know its name? And now he's going to be like, my name is... something. Guess his name. Guess his name. Ranger. Oh, Firo. Oh, okay. Firo. A member of the Order of Skeptics. Okay. That's just a derogatory name those guys from the Raid Force have for us. Okay. Div. Alongside the Divine Bird's heirs. The Rite of Shinvat. Ooh, cool. Vijnanapati. Vijnanapati. Ooh, cool. We're here to take care of a problem. Okay, I won't lie. You've impressed me. Now let's fight. Okay. Okay. Please leave. I would have to end you. Okay. Yeah. Ta-da! Check out this cryo drum. What is this shabby drum? Leave now. Bring it on! I will totally fight this guy. And I will freeze him. And we'll give him a little I'll height him. Oh, that was quick. Okay. I didn't even get to try out what I was gonna try to do. I was like, yeah, let's hyper bloom him. And it's like, nope, he's already dead. Lady Sarouche. Ooh, cool. Pari. Oh, are these like... They're like floaty ara nara. Ara. Cool. Yes, we should have introduced ourselves. Hurry. She's Erra Gary's. Nice. I'm the one who's an adventurer. At least sound nicer about it. Yeah. Eternal samsara. Oh, God. Yeah, let's go. Huge hole. Okay, to quell this calamity, I must follow in the footsteps of the divine bird Singmurg, and sacrifice everything to the one you might call Sorush. Schimberg? No, I have not. Caverina? Okay. Well, we don't think you need to sacrifice yourself. This is really quiet, though. There's not even any music going on here. I wonder if the audio output capture is... No, it looks like it's going. This is just quiet. Which is kind of like, oh, do I need to play some music here? Because you're killing me, Genshin. What are you doing? What are you doing here? Okay, okay. There we go. Now we got some sound back, at least. Ah, very nice. Okay. Let's follow Sorush. Skadoosh. Okay, where are we going, Skadoosh? Skadoosh. Skadoosh. Ah. Ah, yes, okay, now I see. Good, I was wondering what these things were. I was trying to, like, I wasted a bunch of time, like, interacting with them, and I'm like, oh, what does this thing do? Oh, maybe it's a... something. You need to hit it with, like, certain things. Oh, I guess I'll attack these, huh? Oh, they're all wet and dead. Yeah! Alright, so we got a little of that. We got a little of that.
There is no escape.
Look at these hyper blooms everywhere.
Insolent. Access denied.
Okay, of course the hyper blooms aren't going to be super effective against like an electro abyss mage, but still cool. Okay. Aren't these just abyss mages and hilly churls? The rampaging dev. Cool. Yasnapati. Oh, cool. Okay. Strategist scribes and the like. Ooh, neat. Great deeds must be recorded. Wow, this one is really quiet. I just, you know, every time I'm doing this in this quest line here, it's like you get a dialogue thing going on here, and there is like literally no, you know, there's no music in the background. It's just weird. Oh wait, there we go. We're getting a little now. Just so quiet, like no talking or anything. Sounds like an alright gig, sure. Valiant form. Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay. Continue following, Skadoosh. Now, I did try to fight one of these turtles, and apparently you just cannot damage them. I even pulled out Klee to see if, like, you know, she could explode them, but nothing. Wonder. Oh, maybe you need like some mad, crazy elemental reactions to kind of get them. Oh, black fire, yes. The dark fire's depth. Okay. The dark power that is coming. Okay, if we use the might, yeah. Oh, now it's gonna... Okay, go... Okay, so we gotta go in here. I think I already opened this. Okay. Shoot the... Hey.
Next on the agenda, no touching. We're way
You
behind
guys
schedule.
you guys can play with that while I shoot you from afar.
Next on the agenda.
Becomes the hunted.
There we go. Alright. I think I had already been up here too. Or maybe not. I don't remember if there was something like I couldn't do up in here though, so. No, Ganyu, what are you doing? There we go. Okay. I do think I went this way yesterday, too, because I do recall, I think I took out a lot of the stuff that was up here, because there were chests and stuff, but I think I got them. Am I supposed to climb this? The training grounds? Yeah, this has got to be, like... Well, either that or I'm, like, climbing this for no reason, and it's, like, all the way down on that path on the ground, which it very well could be, too. But it's good to get back to a little, like, exploring and adventuring as opposed to just sitting around and watching a video. Okay. Hey, who's this guy? Ooh, cool. The analysis of the documents. Great songs, alright. Okay, cool. You bring out the drum. Corey Banties. Lapua. Is it Lapua? Lapua? A connection? Okay. Burn their house of Dana. Wahaha. Wahaha. Oh, okay. Good story. We're just passing adventurers. Oh, so much texting with this guy. That's very impressive. Oh, I feel like I'm playing a dating sim. Come on. We cannot coexist. When I was young, they treated me like an outsider. Though they feigned politeness by calling us a branch of the academia, this is not, but means to belittle us. Woohoo! Okay, cool. This guy's... Compared to those pampered pedants who we combined thought would indeed far better deserve honor for our wisdom. I don't get it either, Paimon. You only need to understand that conflict is the true nature of this world. Kvarina and impurity, Dari in the true way, these are struggles for supremacy that have kept this world alive just as surely as this sky does. Those sophists in their fancy dashans believe that the fates of all are inscribed in the skies, and that this is the supreme wisdom and truth. But look, the skies reflect defilement itself. Surely their truth then is an imperfect thing. Perhaps nothing is truly perfect. Ah, think you thus? Then we might yet be friends. If time permits, we may discuss this issue in more detail. Okay, cool. Skadoosh. This speaking of the sign. We're tasked to fix this whole thing. Okay. Okay. Kanria. Ooh, Dari is Kanria. Okay, yeah. Yeah, gotcha. So talky. Nasayuna. I think it would probably be Nasayuna, but hard to know for sure. Okay. Who knows? The Hollow may truly re-emerge one day. No. It matters not. Simir. As the heirs of the Divine Land, solving this problem is the mission that we Pari have. Oh, that's Sarush. I'm sorry. I thought it was the guy talking. Wow, how long is this conversation? I like the storylines and stuff, but, like, this one is really long. I mean, I'm reading it. I'm reading all of it. But, wow. I'm very good at my job. Okay. Well, you say that, but... Okay. Yes, please. Okay. Yes, I'm kind of curious, too. Let's go! Whew! Ugh. Okay. Sarush, Bloom Guard of the Pari. So Pari are very mysterious creatures. And as the Bloom Guard of her race, Sarush can replace your characters and fly and move. When Sarush is in flight, your characters will stay in place and await for her return. Ooh, fun. Okay. Like, that was worth the storyline. Okay, when in flight, Sarush can ascend or descend and use the Accelerate skill to increase her flight speed. Cannot be too far. Bloom Guard would never abandon others. Okay, so it's got a limited range. So Sarush can call upon the special energies. Okay, so everything I was wasting time trying to play with, you needed this thing with you. You needed Sarush with you. As a Pari. Sarush can perceive. Yep, and I knew. Yes, okay, cool. So all the stuff I was curious about, you needed this thing. Yeah, and I suppose I need to equip Sarush, huh? Switch! Yay! It's like having a new pet. Yay! So much fun. I have a new friend to travel around with me and be my companion.
Next on the agenda.
Ooh, exploration knowledge. Okay, so plumes. Okay, only Pari can retrieve them. Okay, cool. Sweet. Alright. Split into many leaves. Collect all these leaves. Okay. Ah, cool. So those are, like, every single one of those things, then, is like a little game kind of thing. Alright, so I guess they're talking about that. So I guess we're going to try this right now. Okay. So how do you go up? Oh, like that. And how do you go down? Okay, so space is up. Okay, left control. Oh, gotcha. Left control is down. I may fail this one first. Oh, well, no, we may get it. I may have enough time. Woo! Nice! Okay. Figured it was going to give you a whole bunch of time for that. Alright, so left control down. Okay. And, I guess you hit Z to swap out. Ah, Got it. Okay, cool. It's going to take a little bit of getting used to, but I do think we got a little achievement for, like, turn into, yep, make your first flight. Woo! Thank you! Cool. All right, now we just got to keep an eye out. Those things were everywhere, too. I mean, those things were lying around all over the place, so...
Next on the agenda.
What? Up? Up? Do I have to go on top of the cliff? Oh, God, I guess I do, huh? Oh, actually, it looks like there's, I hate it when they put those things... Oh, of course, I fell off, too, but... It's like, oh, yeah, we're going to stick it right under this cliff. You know what? We're just going to go to the top one, then. There we go. Okay. Oh, God, do I have to have a conversation with this guy again? Oh, no. Ah! Ah, cool, okay. Yeah, the great songs? Right, of Shinbat. Okay. Okay. Well, this guy talks a lot. Oh, don't fret. Before the necessity of any sacrifice can be ascertained, we must still bring the great songs of Kavita together. At the moment, we have yet to take even the first step forward. Yeah, talking the whole time. So even Paimon is getting tired of this guy. Pale floater. Pale floater. That sounds like a bleached turd. I just took a dump and I had a pale floater. Filled up the entire length of the bowl. Okay. Twin horn chaplet. Why don't you go with her? Sure. Okay. Yes. Yes, I am. I am enjoying that. And anything to leave this guy behind. Like, my finger is literally getting tired of clicking the mouse button to get through this guy's dialogue. The Cory drum. Ooh. Okay. Okay, thank you. Do I have to meet this guy again? He's just like blah 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 blah. I'm gonna shoot him. And I missed. Won't let you shoot him. Okay. Where is that? That is all the way up there. We're gonna go to this waypoint and just run up there.
Next on the agenda.
Oh, that's right. There was this nice chest here that you can always look around for. Hey, wait a minute. I want to see what that is. Because I think these things that are showing up on my map, I wanted to find out what exactly these do.
We're way behind schedule.
And I'm wondering, I think these are the items that you can take over. Okay, see, they keep popping up. Where? Ah, it's got to be this. Okay. What are you talking about? We walk through it. Yeah. Pravashi tree. Okay. Good, good. I wanted to find out what these were. Dun, 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 dun. If you're following me, you better grasp this as early as possible. Pale floater. I love it. Pale floater. That's just too funny. Too funny. Maintain the true form. Rejected by the Vurukasha Oasis for being tainted. Oh, so much taint in this. The Order of Skeptics would hold a ritual taint. I mean, purification for them. Okay. But now there remains no one in the Order of Skeptics who is able to perform such a ritual. Looks like we should help them. That makes you weak. Leave them to suffer. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Okay. Oh, so much dialogue. Okay, cool. Do I have to go through that again, or do I get... Here we go. Mysterious plant created by the Pari who has used the last remnants of their strength. The lingering Pari with memories of ancient days connected within. Search can use their power to awaken the residual Pari. Languishing in obsession with these spirits to extinguish. Perhaps these Pari that scattered around may meet again in the Sea of Flowers. Offer the plumes of pure flying light you obtain from Faravashi trees to the Amrita pool. Gotcha. Okay, cool. So, for these things, we want to Z it, right? And E it, maybe? Ah! Is that all you got? Yeah. Something's about to attack us. Oh, kill each other. What are you talking about? Blah, blah, blah. Nice. Shoot you. What are you doing down there, buddy? Digging for some slimes?
Next on the agenda.
You can try some of that. Some of that. Some of that. Okay, cool. Do I get it now? Come forth and perish. Cool. Something sparkly just floated out of the tree. Cool. It's a plume of pure flying light.
There's nothing
Cool.
wrong with
So
drinking
those
the
are pretty
water
fun.
from
So
now on.
okay. So I kind of figured these were going to be some sort of you know, these were going to be some sort of like either a gateway that took you into like a level or something, kind of like those doorways that were in areas before that the Aranara had. Do I have to make this follow me? What? Okay. Ring. Okay. Ah, good. Now it's following me. Yeah, see, these things are, like, they were showing up everywhere on the map, and I was like, what are these? Why are there, like, a billion of them? So I think these are just going to be something that we can, you know, go around and do, which is good. That'll give us a whole bunch of random crap to do. So I'm pretty excited about that. Oh, yeah, I forgot about this guy, too. I wanted to do this. I don't remember what this was. Looks like it may be a combat one, so... It could be combat, or it could be, like, shoot all the barrels. Ooh. Special 4-leaf sigils can't be affected by the power of Nahida, and they can and be moved by... Okay. Ooh, so you can pick them up. Okay, that's neat. But first things first, let me blow up these barrels. Oh, you got it. There you go. Okay, cool. Thank you. I would like this chest, please.
Perhaps whoever left these behind was also fulfilling a contract.
So, I just want to see what this is talking about, though. So, apparently, you do this, and... Okay, you pick those up, and then you can... Oh, sweet. All right. So then, like, for example, if you wanted to, too far away. No! Okay. Ah, I got it, though. Okay, so basically what you do, though, is you can come through here and you can pick these up and then say, like, oh, you know what? I want to put this... No? Okay, obviously not that far. Try that one more time. I just want to make sure I got down how this works. Alright, that's fine. You know what? We don't need to do that. I see a chest. But that's my understanding. It's okay. It's like, you can pick those up. You can fly over and move them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here, guess what? I got some of this for you. And I want a little water. Okay, and then I want a little electro for some hyper blooms. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, no. Great, now he's gonna respawn with, like, full health. Because I don't know where he is. He, like, ran underneath this cliff. Yep, I knew he was gonna do that. And he respawned up at the top with full health, even though he was already dead. So now I get to go fight him again. Or not, where is he? Hey, this isn't fair. There he is. Okay. I was wondering what is going on with this guy? Wow, that was weird. I mean, I think he has got some skills, so maybe he can disappear and stuff, but I don't know. He just kind of was... That was just weird. Alright, common chest.
Don't let any of it roll away now.
Don't let any of it roll away now. Okay. Ooh, I'm up to 120. That's pretty cool. Alright. Hey, I need my, my friend back here. Okay. I just want to see, though. Okay. And T will drop it, right? Z turn back into people, and I'm back up here, and now... Yeah, so... that's super cool. Okay. That's going to be super handy if it will let us actually put them into places, you know, because you can fly up and then get your character to be able to go up there. Okay, down here. Alright, let's go. I've already opened this. Now, these things I should be able to interact with, yeah. Gotcha. Okay, cool. Alright, that explains a lot. So, gonna switch off here, and then... Bling! Okay, cool. Nice. Okay. Now, I don't really know what those... What does that do, though? Besides, like, pull the power out of them? Does it recharge? Gotcha. Okay. Just clear those out and it pops open a chest. I will take it. Dun, dun. Alright, let's switch back to human. Oh, there's that. First time I came in here, I thought that was a spine. Then, I believe it was Tristy the Crispy mentioned that it looks like the Senate, second Wennet boss guy, and it was like, oh yeah, it is. It's frozen, turned to gray stone, which was excellent. Good call, good catch. And I do believe that is 100% exactly what that is. So that's pretty neat. Okay, retrieve the plumes. Woo! Nice. Challenge completed. Dive bomb. Okay, I guess I gotta go up a little higher. Can't. Alright, now we turn back to humans. And does it give me, did that give me a chest or something? Nothing? What? 20k. Nice, I got the 20k. So I did that. Oh, I guess you just collect those because you have to hand them off to something. Oh, there we go. We got one of those rings, though. Very nice. We'll go check that out. Okay. That tree over there. Yes. All right. Cool. Interact, please. Okay. Okay, so then I switch out and go to this. And I can talk to that guy. Oh, huge bugs. Okay. They're going to give me some residual party fragments. Whoa! What's happening? Whoa! Check it out! Of course, we were just talking about that. Again, Tristy the Crispy in my chat brought that up, that this was probably a win it. And, yep, good call. Good call. We get to fight it at some point, maybe? Hey, wait, now Paimon was complaining about me not eating her. Okay. Fun. Fun, fun. What are you talking about? What, eat the Paimon? Of course I would eat the Paimon. That's like the end game of this. Alright, anyway. Now it's saying to locate some... Can I use that elemental site? Not really. Okay. Maybe somewhere around here. Ooh, there's a little cave thing. That's pretty neat. Go ahead and freeze these guys just for fun. Pick up that. Freeze this guy. Freeze that guy. There we go. Some slime condensate. Ooh, what is that? That must be one of the things I'm looking for, huh?
Schedule.
Ah, so I can't use this for that. Guess not gonna go past it. Whee! Ooh, cool. Hey, this is pretty convenient with all this like flying. I can't go past that either. All right. Okay. Well, this flying thing is pretty cool, though. That's a nice little addition for stuff. Alright, so I can't go that way. But I can pick up some slime condensate. Yes, slime condensate. A delicious beverage. Enjoyed by young and old alike. Young and old alike enjoy slime condensate. Okay, so I talked to that guy. He's like, look for people or things. I'm not really seeing anything now. Might not let me do that until after I move onward for the quest.
We're way behind schedule.
Or there could be those floating green things. Might as well get them now, huh? Yep, we're going to go ahead and do it. Oh, and let's just make this easier, too, because this is going to be a little bit of a pain in the ass of jumping and crawling.
What do you want?
Well, kind of fell down a little more than I wanted to. Where are those guys? Okay, there's one there, and there's one kind of underneath me. Let's go get this one first. Okay. So I see two. What? Oh, do I need what's its nuts here to... Ooh, nice. Alright, so apparently that's how you do it. Is you gotta use this guy here to get those. Now, where is the other one? They said there's 3, correct? Okay. There it is. Zoop. Woohoo! Woo! Finally, I can take a break. You can take a break and give me that chest. That sounded dirty.
Take it and have fun.
Oh, see, he's like, give me that chest. And he's all like, take it and have fun. Yeah. Hey, go play with that. Okay, there we go. We got those guys out of there. Where's it saying? Up? Like, not up top here, though, is it? I guess it is. There's no little cookie things up there, though. But it's saying this way and up top. Okay. So continue onward. Lower. And higher. Hey, just moved. Yeah! Yeah, yeah! Yeah, yeah! Okay. Ooh, look at this. I think this is the one I was in. Was this the one that had the weird puzzle in it? No. Oh, maybe. I don't remember. Let me climb up here and find out. Ah, yes. So this one, there was a puzzle. It's a dead end. It just has a puzzle in it. But I can get this guy, pick that up. Whee! And then I fly him down here, and I drop him off so he leaves that thing lit up for me. And then one looks like it's probably going to be that one. And now we can do this. This will be quick and easy. We'll get this. Give me the juice. And then 2. Oh, this is much easier. I was trying to climb all this stuff last night, trying to figure out what to do here. And, of course, it was all... Wait, what? I didn't want you to teleport up there. Get back down here. Okay. And then this one looks like it should be 3. Okay. And then this one should be number 4. Right? No? What? So I guess not that way? Okay. So maybe it's by height? So maybe that's 1. Alright, hold on a second. Could just be the way it's like showing off. So we'll say that is 1. And then this would be 2. And that would be 3. And then this would be 4. Yep, okay. Really? That's a... Oh, is that a remarkable chest? Oh, remarkable chest. Not quite. No, no, I think that's precious, isn't it? Oh, it is. Nice.
There's nothing wrong with reaping a reward every now and then.
Sweet. I'll take the 10 primos. Getting closer now. 139. All right. Good. Glad I decided to come back and take care of that. Got a good sense of satisfaction because I couldn't do it last night. And I was like, what the hell am I doing here? Why don't this work? I was trying everything. Hitting everything with elements and stuff. And of course, I was like, it's locked. Okay. Continue onward. Oh, lizard. Got him.
Next on the agenda.
I guess I can just kind of roll around this, huh? Don't need to go fight those guys. Ooh, nice. 20k. 15. All right. We'll take it. Lizard. Nice. Oh, I'm so excited. What is this thing? Oh, now this is covered over... Oh, this is... Oh, check it out. Another puzzle thing. All right. So... 1, 2... That actually looks second highest. I think these are by height. So 1, 2, 3. All right. Now this guy, I'm going to have to take over here and drop him off here because he will remove the gray from that. All right. And then we want to Z. And I think we want to go 1. And then who's higher? I think this guy's higher, huh? 2. And 3. Yep, that's it. Nice. Exquisite chest.
There's nothing wrong with reaping a reward.
I will take it. How far can you take? Oh, no. Sorry. Wrong button. I wonder how far I can take these with me. Like, will they follow me around? Because I like the little green glow they give me. Nope, that's it. Okay. So they are area locked. Which kind of sucks, because I like carrying those around. Woohoo! Oh, look, a little thingy right up there. Oh, I'm psyched. There's going to be so many of these things. Now, I just got to find out, too. I don't know what these things... See what the thing I'm pointing at right there that I'm going to shoot an arrow at? Boom. That thing right there that just lit up. It's like a lantern and things. I don't know what that is, but... Retrieve the... Oh, there we go. Dun, 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 dun. Can go faster. I forgot. Yeah, speed up. Woo! Nice. Okay, what, no chest? No chest for that? Really? Come on. Come on. What's G here? Soul. Ah, good. Here we go. Okay, so those are soul bells. I was just saying, like, I gotta find out what the hell these things are. And check it out. Whoop-pow! Now I know. Now I know what they are. And so I'm assuming maybe if I fly up to it and ring it. No? Okay. I go up to the next one. No. Alright. Maybe I gotta smack it. Ah, activate. Derp! Reach all of the targets in 40 seconds. Ring all the soul bells. Ding. Ding. Cool. Okay.
Don't let any of it roll away now.
Don't let any of it roll away now. Okay, I won't.
20k. 15. Okay. 15 I will take. I like that. Man, these things are everywhere, huh? Let's see what this one's going to be. Nahida fruit. Fruits are born by special plants that have been nourished by the Nahida. The juices contain that same mysterious power. Press Source's interact skill to cause her to harvest Nahida fruits and gain the ability to throw them. Okay. Neat. Alright. So... Wait, was I not... Whoa, this is kind of fun. I like chasing these things around. Nice, I got a fume of purifying light. Now, where are those? Talking about fruits. Now, those things were all, like, growing on the walls and stuff. Oh, I got tons of chests, too. Wow, we got a lot of stuff left to do, it looks like. Don't stray too far. Okay, go back to my companion, please. Okay, cool. Alright, so anyway, I gotta go, what, this way? Oh, got a trunky trunk thing.
Wind rises.
Yeah, I will animo you all. Yes, the healing chairs, they're all gone now. I have destroyed them all.
We should make the most of these supplies.
Ooh, I think I may see a... Where is it? Somewhere around here. Dun 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 dun. Where is it? Oh, look at that. Super easy one to get. Woohoo! Oh, nice. It's like a little oasis out here. Should you not be excited? Large stump. Cool. Alright, alright. Whoa! Ah! Woo. Yeah, again, everyone, I'm sorry this was kind of a little bit of a heavy dialogue one. I was thinking maybe I should do the, go through these story quest things, like, off-stream, so I can, like, stream some other stuff, but this is when I have time to play it, and I'm like, I kind of got to power through this. I will, when I upload the video onto YouTube and the video on demand, I'm going to put a warning, be like, please note, there is story mode, and there will be spoilers if you have not played Nahida's quest in 3.6. Just to make sure that, I don't want to ruin the game for anyone or anything, but this is what I was going to be. I was like, I'm going to play, and I'm going to stream it and stuff. But, one thing, though. So, we kind of got through, it looks like we got through a majority of those story quests and everything. So, we're going to be chock full of little adventures. I mean, I can already see stuff right from here and over that way, and chests and everything. So there's going to be a lot of fun stuff to do. I mean, unfortunately, there is still a little bit of this look for Zervin quest and everything. And I was going to try to squeeze it all off and see if I could get it done tonight. But I am getting pretty tired. Oh, we got halfway on those. Ah, that's where the Shrine of Depths key is. Okay, so I need to get all the Dendroculus, and then I can unlock that. But... yeah, I think, I will be on for, lunchtime tomorrow at noon Eastern. And I do plan on just kind of continuing with this, doing the daily commissions, getting done everything I want to get done during the daytime and stuff. But I will be doing some exploration. For tomorrow night, I do not have a stream scheduled, which, you know me, doesn't mean I won't be on. It all depends on if I go, oh, you know what, I'm going to go on and stream. I do that sometimes, but I do have the night scheduled off. So just so I can basically have a day. I'm going to do this here. Sorry, before I go. I do need to have a little time off just to get, honestly, to give my voice a rest. Because, although today wasn't a whole lot of talking, but, you know, I always end up doing a whole bunch of talking. Which I don't mind. That's why I'm here, you know? I like chatting away and stuff, but if I start doing it for, you know, 12 hours a day, it may be like, it's starting to take a bit of a toll. Now I sound like an old man. So, ooh, boy. Look at that. That is a precious chat. You know, I can't... Wait a minute. Okay. Let's just find out real quick. Shall discuss its secrets later. Alright. Cool. So this looks like it's going to be some other sort of event. Okay. And, you know what? I don't know if I can pass this up. I don't know if I can pass it up. Just a big chest sitting right here. Oh no! Oh no! Get up on top there and get that thing! I think it's meant to be done like this. Where's that other one? Where'd he go? Oh, he's hanging out in the hole, huh? Six, 5, 4, 3, 2. Whoa, got that right. Whoa.
Take it and have fun.
Take it and have fun. All right. I will. Okay, good. Anyway, I do think I am going to call it a night so I can get a little bit of rest, considering I'll be back on streaming in about 10 hours, so I should probably take some of that time to, get some sleep. And yeah, because I can tell I start getting rambly and I start messing up. And I'm like, hey, it's not going to be a fun stream for you, and it's just going to make me more tired. So let me get that frog. I can't. Oh, look at this, the fish. I gotta get it all. They're like Pokemon. I gotta get them all. Where are them all? Oh, more fish. Oh, I gotta get them. Okay. Get 2 minutes. All right. No, you know what? Just so I don't get tempted, I am teleporting back to Sumeru City. And we are going to teleport here. And then I am going to say good night from me. So I hope you have a good night as well. If you're going to bed, get a great night's sleep, sweet dreams, all that good stuff. Perhaps it's lunchtime where you are, so I hope you had a good lunch. Relax a little, maybe take an after lunch nap. And if it's morning where you are, you know, good morning. Grab a cup of coffee and wait around. I will be back on in about 10 hours for lunchtime with yours truly, Erra Gary's. And, of course, everyone is welcome to join. Please follow me if you like what you saw and you want to see more of it, because I'm on all the time. Well, not as much as I'd like to be, but about hour and a half, 2 hours every lunchtime, and then I try to come on 3 to 4 times a week. You can check my schedule. I update it currently to find out when I'm going to be on. Again, tomorrow lunchtime is on, but tomorrow night is off. I do have some things that the human needs to take care of, so I'm going to let him have a little time off and rest up his voice, so the dulcet tones will come through for you later. Yeah, dulcet tones. I don't know. This is a line I liked from Harry Potter. Hee hee. So, anyway, let me get that. That'll give me at least one more Primo Gem, which means we should be coming into tomorrow. Hey, you know what? Let's end the night here. I'm gonna do a wish because I actually have 163. So we got enough. Let's go ahead. I'm pulling on Nahida, so I'm gonna do it. So this is my good luck for good night as we approach the 3-hour mark. Let's do it. Ready? I'm thinking I'm going to get a 3-star cool steel. That's my bet. Oh, come on, cool steel. Ah, no. Thrilling Tales of Dragon Slayers. That's all right. That's all right. We're getting pretty far into it now, though. We are getting closer to pity. When I come on at noon, I'll have a better idea of where I'm at for that, because I will run some numbers beforehand. And we'll see how close we are to pulling Nahida or Chi-Chi, because I do not believe I have a guaranteed 50-50 on this pull. So that's going to be fun. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you very much for stopping by and hanging out with me while I played a little bit of Genshin Impact. Again, if there's any games you would like to see me play, feel free to drop me a comment. I have Twitter, YouTube, here on Twitch. I got a Discord fired up. Links are all below in my bio. Feel free to join in and check any of those out. Everyone is welcome. All right, and ladies and gentlemen, like I said, get a good rest if you're going to bed, and I am going to sign off, and I will talk to you in about 10 hours for lunchtime. All right, bye-bye for now, everybody.